NFL last year, get J.J. Watt back. They drafted Deshaun Watson in the first round at quarterback. They need to shore up that position in order for them to make the run that they expect, one that could culminate in a Super Bowl appearance.
Back to throw, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Fights off the defender. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Telvin Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here it is, the first NFL carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. But he's got it to Hearns. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jags a 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Second down following the run. Now T.J. Yeldon trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3 yards left to grab here on third down. To throw is Bortles. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lee. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Lamar Miller went to Houston to be the lead running back, the featured guy, but still, I think Coach Bill O'Brien, he might have felt he overused him a little bit in the season. His touches were way up.
Yeah, he was on pace for over 400, a lot of bumps and bruises, maybe on a little bit of a pitch count here in the early going.
Could also be the reason Houston drafted Dante Foreman out of Texas, maybe to ease the load a little bit.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go!
And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw on second is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Watson now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Telvin Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
Watson now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jags getting ready to set up shop on offense. And, Charles, it's a question with them that I feel like we've asked many times before. Is this the year you think that they turn it around? They enter 2017 having missed the playoffs for a 9th consecutive year.
And until Jacksonville answers that question affirmatively with a playoff run and a playoff appearance, we keep asking that question, and rightfully so. Look, they've had excellent drafts over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, most of that on defense. This year, they tried to hit it on offense to try and help out their young quarterback, Blake Bortles. They went with Leonard Fournette, the big runner out of LSU. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They want to control the ball a little bit more, and they think if they can do that, play better on offense, they can make a run in the AFC South.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He finds Hearns left side. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there, a 22. Fournette, a first down carry. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Bortles. This is caught by Hearns. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Bortles now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. In motion, the tight end Barnage. Bortles going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, here's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And the D looking like they may blitz. After the interception, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Jacksonville made plenty of changes in their coaching staff in the offseason, but they kept the defensive staff mainly intact. They're going to need a better payoff. They only had 7 interceptions as a group last year.
Good to get the interception there. They want plenty more of those because, as you said, a lot of cash invested on that side of the ball.
A lot of talent. They're ready to roll.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Only the Rams made fewer trips to the red zone than the Jags last year, but here they are in the red zone, 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Hearns brings it in. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. In motion now is Lee. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, it's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end Barnage. On play action, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up to Lee. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Bortles again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go! What? 9! Next round!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on, let's go!
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Miller. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 56 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, it's like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Play clock winding down. Bortles to throw on second down. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And how about the Cardinals? On top right now. Blaine Gabbert, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. In motion now is Lee. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Lamar Houston in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Ellington now to return it. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this one brought in by Barnage. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
That's right. There we go now.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
There we go. Blue 45.
In motion, the tight end Barnage. Here's Bortles to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This would be a great shot in the arm for the Jags, who won only 4 games last year, if they can hold on here on opening day. Bortles now on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Again, it's Fournette. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
One way to get recognition, partner. Make some big plays. Bernard McKinney was the only player in the NFL last year with at least 100 tackles and 5 or more sacks. It's a big, long linebacker in the middle, but boy, does he have the ability to bend and make plays.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. They are in the 4th in Buffalo, and the Bills have wound up winning that one. With Sean McCoy closing in on 100 yards on the ground. He's at 98. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
It got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. In the red zone this time.
Here we go. What? 90.
From the red zone now, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
One last throw here for Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year.